Mars and Pluto. What the heck does that mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's a doozy, that's for sure.
What's happening?
Well, they're across the street from each other. And it's a intense energy that we feel of them tug and pull and tug and pull.
So that's what this all is.
Yes.
This energy
Everybody's
we're
feeling it. It's collective. It's not just you. It's not just me. It's not just your kids or your aunt or your uncle. People are divorcing. People are fighting. There's accidents. A lot of that stuff is happening. Children, you know.
Oh, don't get me started.
I know we're not the only moms feeling that.
No, we can't be.
And that's why we love astrology, because it's a tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tool to help you navigate the energy. Like knowing that this was coming up. See, Mars in Cancer. Mars is like where we take action.
Mm-hmm.
It's where we fight. It's where we can be impulsive and aggressive. And Cancer, the moon goes in Cancer. The moon governs Cancer, the sign of Cancer. Mm-hmm. So it's a water sign. It's intuitive. It's motherly. It's the mother of the zodiac.
Yeah.
So when you have that Mars in Cancer,
mm-hmm.
Mars doesn't do well in water. It doesn't want to fight. It's more like passive aggressive. Right?
Yeah. Plus, Cancer really, it's the opposite of wanting to fight. It just wants to kind
love
of,
I
want
to cuddle up.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And feel nurtured and loved and cared for and protected. Cancer is the protector. Like, if you know a Cancer friend, like they're loyal AF. But if you mess them, if you mess with them, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna just crawl in their shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have Mars in Cancer, who really doesn't want to fight. Is that peacemaker? You know, it's having a hard time expressing itself.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone, that's a big deal. And then you have Pluto. So Mars moves much quicker than Pluto.
Right.
So it takes like 2.5 years for Mars to go around.
Mm-hmm.
Pluto takes 284 years to go around the zodiac, right?
Yeah.
So it's slower moving. It's generational.
Mm-hmm.
So when any planetary body is across the street from it,
mm-hmm.
you're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel that pull, because Pluto, the best friend to Scorpio, where the sun is in Scorpio and it's Scorpio season, is very intense. It's an excavator. It wants to get down to the bottom of things. It wants the truth. It'll expose the truth.
And poor Cancer.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Empaths versus power.
Right.
It's the empaths. It's the people who do work, it's volunteers, the service workers, the humanitarians, the people pleasers, people that do for others. Always like the mother hen. Think about the mother hen. Right? Mm-hmm. They're always taking care of everybody in the family. Even at school, as teachers, we're like motherly, right?
Yep.
But it's too much. It becomes too much. And when you have that Pluto across the street demanding this, demanding that, and uncovering things, like truths about things.
Mm-hmm. And here's Cancer saying, no,
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I want to pretend it's not there.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a really...
I don't want to send that email to the principal, or I don't want to have conflict in my children's lives or in my life. I just want everything to be nice and serene and comfortable.
So who wins?
Person who meditates.
I was thinking maybe Pluto wins this battle. But yeah, meditation.
Well, no, as far as people, but as far as the planetary bodies, it's there's no. Pluto will definitely uncover the truth, because that's Pluto. That's Pluto.
Yeah,
it is.
We put Pluto back.
No, put him back. It is the scorpion right behind your head. Woo! See, Pluto will expose.
It's relentless.
No, it's powerful.
Literally.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
Yes.
And so sometimes these things that come to our awareness, whether it's in the physical world, in a relationship, you found out somebody was cheating on you, or, you're having a problem with somebody in the workplace, or it's a powerful parent, or somebody in government. If you go above that, somebody in government, you're going to get opposition from Mars. Mars is not going to, Mars is going to protect. It's a mama bear. It's going to protect its children. It's going to protect the people around them, their family systems.
And it's very single-minded, right? So even though Pluto is trying to expose something, Mars has got its agenda. It's like, nope, I'm going to keep going. This is my agenda. Yeah.
Right. It's more, I would look at Pluto as being more manipulative and hidden, because Pluto is underworld.
And it's unexpected, right? So those big things that happen, they're like shocking to people. It's just like,
right, because it's ground level, it's foundational, anything in your foundation. So if you're going to talk about your body foundationally, like your structures, your bones, your teeth, right? Those are the foundation as far as bones, right? And then you have your house. So in your environment, like the pipes are going, clogging. You'll see things with the ground start to fall, because if it's not sturdy, that's what Pluto is. You know, there's a gift from Pluto. You know, exposing these truths. When your foundation cracks, you can't live in that house, right? So what do? You rebuild it, right? You have to rebuild it.
Right, and you have to rebuild it from the ground up. It's not like you can put something pretty on top of it. You can't. The foundation is just crumbling. It's collapsed.
Exactly. You can run, but you can't hide from it.
Yeah.
You can pretend that problem is not existing in your house, right? You can pretend all you want. You know it. You don't want to face it. You don't want to deal with it. But then it'll happen to you. So whatever you don't take, when you don't step into your own authority or take that initiative, when you have the knowing that this is something I need to do, the universe will do it for you in a way that you don't expect it to happen.
Right. So how do you overcome that Cancer tendency to want to hide and just escape that big foundation that's just collapsed?
Turn inward. Mars, that passive aggressiveness, if we don't say how we feel right away, right? That anger, resentment just stirs below the surface. Okay. Now Pluto, if you're going to talk about psychologically or emotionally, Pluto is going to stir what's underground, what's in your inner childhood, your mother or father wound, a relationship wound, the patterns in your relationships in your life.
So these are very, very deep, like rooted issues that we may try to escape or ignore or pretend it's not there, but they're not things that just happened last week. These are things that are just like so deeply ingrained in you through your childhood, could be even further back than that, even like ancestral things. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's passed on, right? Through your family lineage. But when you decide to be that disruptor, when you disrupt the pattern of what has been going on generation after generation after generation, you will encounter
obstacles.
Resistance.
Yes.
Right? So speaking the truth or knowing your truth is not easy. It's Pandora's box, right? You go down there, you're like, I'm going to journey down to the underworld. You're like, no! I don't want to. I don't want to see this stuff. What is this? I don't even know I had it, right? But it's you have to feel it to heal it.
Yeah.
And where the pain lies, healing resides. So that's the gift of Pluto. I actually try to friend Pluto. So for me, like my tactic is any planets that can give, because I was born with Pluto in a position where it's always opposing my sun. So it's always opposing my ability to shine, but it's there to challenge me to step up my game. And continue to pursue my truth. I wouldn't be here. I would not be here if it was not for all those difficult Pluto transits. But now that I'm an astrologer and I've been practicing and studying the life patterns of myself, my family systems, and the people around me, I know how to handle them properly for myself, because it's different for everybody else.
Well, it just goes back to what you were saying before in the beginning of the video, that astrology, you use it as a tool.
A tool. There's a quote: I do not believe in astrology. However, I do not believe in a monkey wrench. but I'll use it if it helps.
Right.
It's not a religion. It's not a cult. I use the analogy of like your DNA, it's a blueprint, right, of your physical body. Your natal chart where the stars were born, the moment you were born, that's like your soul print.
Right, like a snapshot.
A snapshot of the sky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have that information if you're willing to look up.
Yeah.
Or down into Pluto. Or down into Pluto.
Behind us, apparently.
like, hey, we're back here. Pay attention to us. But that's really that's a good example, a manifestation of how things can hit you from behind.
Yeah,
you can be shot out in all directions.
It's that shock, you know, like you don't know where it's coming from, but it just boom, it just hits you, and you don't even know where it came from.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and so if you can use this time wisely, the sun being in Pluto, not in Pluto, excuse me, the sun being in Scorpio, which is activating Pluto, use this time wisely to build back to where you were, build up your stamina, empower yourself through your astrology. Say, no, I can do this. Or yes, this makes sense to me. I'm going to follow this feeling.
Right.
So you use that. You use the astrology and know that like you are not your feelings. You're not your emotions. Right. You're not a victim.
Right.
You're not a victim.
Right.
You are accountable for how you feel. Whether you choose to express that or not, that's on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's really what you do with it. That's the important thing.
You know, it's hard. I don't want to keep saying it's hard because that's a block right there.
Yeah.
It's challenging, and it takes
practice.
It's like it's the armor that you build. It's getting ahead of it. It's one day at a time, 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 one day at a time. And here you are, 12 years old. I'm like, whoa, I got here.
Yeah.
I got it. I got here. You know, be responsible, show up with, live your life intentionally. 95% of your thoughts on a daily basis, was it like 60,000 thoughts or 70,000 thoughts, are subconscious. They're not in our conscious awareness.
Right.
So 5% of what you do during your day, you're really intentionally thinking about. Can you imagine if you spent more of that capacity that you have in your brain to actually walk what you intend to walk? I can. I know you can. I know you can, but it takes practice.
It does.
It takes falling down.
Yep.
It takes falling down, just getting back up. And then allowing yourself. I always fall. I always fall down. I get sick. That's my body. Sometimes I don't know when to stop.
Yes.
So my body will break down, and I'll say, "Well, I knew that."
But yeah.
Next time I'm going to listen to my body.
We do get a lot of messages that we may or may not be aware of, but they're always there.
Yeah.
You're always there.
Yeah.
Well, again, this was a very interesting conversation.
As always.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for watching us. We really appreciate it. We hope this is helpful.
And if you liked this conversation, please like and subscribe to Aquarian Renaissance. We really appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye for now.